We're going to continue today our investigation into who is watching you. Now, of course, these readings are broad. There's many people who could be watching you, who knows you quite well. Somebody could be who knows you not at all. Even know your name. You may know them, you may not know them. But the point about these readings is to see who is watching you in your collective energy so strongly that it comes up. So whether it's somebody who's watching you connected to you by blood, by happenstance, by work, by location, we'll see. For these readings, I invite you to consider not just your sun sign and your rising sign, but I invite you to also think about your moon sign, your 12th house sign, your 8th house sign, as we are dealing with secrets. And we are delving into the question of who is watching you in such a manner that they don't want to be known. So let's begin. I guess if I was going to say anything more before starting, obviously these collective readings are collective readings, so take it as it resonates, if it resonates. And if you appreciate my time, you can give me a thumbs up. If you have any comments, do feel free to share. Let me know what you're thinking. When I get that weed, but it doesn't want to seem to come up. Oh well. So, yes, I won't be time stamping these readings, but the order in which I read the signs are listed in the description. We're going to start off with water. No, a whole bunch of cards are all eager to come up. Lots of energetic fire and air energy. I guess for the first water sign, let's do Pisces. So this would be for Pisces sun, Pisces rising, Pisces moon, Pisces 12th house, Pisces 8th house. Let me say as well with Pisces, the native house for Pisces is 12th house. Perhaps there is something we all can get from Pisces readings. Same with Scorpio readings, seeing how Scorpio rules the 8th house. Anyway, we're going to focus on Pisces. Who is watching Pisces? Who's watching Pisces in such a way that Pisces should be aware of? Judgment. Well, Pisces, somebody from your past is watching you. Someone wants to see how things have played out for you, Pisces. The stance that perhaps you were every bit entitled and equipped and capable of taking, Pisces. They are watching you to see just how that panned out for you. how kind fate has been, Pisces, to someone so capable, someone so strong, someone so lucky, or someone so capable again. Also, too, in this energy, Pisces, this is like sheer grit and determination to make forth your fortune, not really depending upon others, but you have internally, Pisces, the strength to build out your vision just by yourself and with your God-given talents. Anyway, somebody's watching you to see just how much fate has bestowed upon someone. Judgment. Get 7 of Cups. Well, strong Sagittarius energy here, Pisces. The person watching you, Pisces, is someone who didn't measure up. Someone who perhaps, Pisces, you were committed to, or at the very least, Pisces, at one point in time, you cared for this person. You had an investment in this person. You nurtured this person. Needless to say, you don't do that anymore. It is possible in this energy, Pisces, a person who's watching you is someone who perhaps could be looking for an opportunity to insert themselves into your life again. Exert themselves, take up some sort of burden, help with your burdens, provide some sort of relief. It's also possible too, Pisces, in this energy that what you need and what you require, what they'd be asked to give, simply is beyond their capacity to do so. But yes, Pisces, I have somebody who's watching you. This person would like to be part of the forefront of you, but I do wonder about their capacity, their ability, their generosity, something around that to give, to truly make a difference. It's like two Pisces. I think you're just too large. Too large for them. Your mission, your life path is just too magnified for them. You're something larger than what they can handle. That is who is watching you. Let's go on to the next sign. We'll go on to Cancer. That will be Cancer Sun, Cancer Moon, Cancer Rising, Cancer 12th house, Cancer 8th house. So the Cancerian collective, who is watching Cancer? Do I let that card just pop out? I'm actually kind of curious. an issue of quality of capability. Either someone who walked away from you or you walked away from them. Either way, in this energy, Cancer, there's the issue of being overshadowed, underappreciated, not being able to measure up to snuff, definitely not equalitarian energy. Someone definitely outshone the other, and because they were outshone, they left. That's what I have here. The card that fell out here too is a Two of Pentacles. And let's see. I do read my Empress as energy between my Empress is between Taurus and Cancerian energy. Also, Three of Cups is also Cancerian energy. Here, one moment. So, Eight of Cups with Two of Pentacles. Who is watching Cancer? Someone who's either making their way towards you, they're taking their time to approach you, also too measuring the steps of getting up to you closely. Measuring their steps, measuring their effectiveness of what they can do. Oh, thank you for the likes. So we'll find out more about this. So far, we have Piscean energy, we have Capricorn energy. There is definitely, with that Empress energy that was initially bottom of deck energy, there is an issue of measuring up, but also too in this energy, Cancer, the person who's watching you, they're committed to improvement. They do hold you as a litmus of what to aspire to or what to magnify against, something like that. You're definitely being held as a standard. So I have Seven of Pentacles. Magician. They're watching you from a distance. And this person intends to engage with you, Cancer. The person who's watching you is impressed by you. They're impressed by you, but there is the element here of measuring up. Not entirely healthy energy with the Eight of Cups and Eight of Cups, Two of Pentacles. But this person is into evolving themselves. They're biding their time. Cancer, the person who's watching you is going to approach you again. They hope that when they approach you, Cancer, you'll be impressed by them. Could also be in this energy too, Cancer. This person has taken a trip someplace. This person in taking that trip feels like they have a broader platform to feel better about themselves. Either way, this person definitely had some self-esteem issues. Is working through self-esteem issues. And energies, I have Pisces, Capricorn, Taurus, Gemini, and Sagittarius. Energies are all over the place. But definitely this person is going to go and approach. When this person approaches, I expect them to also, in this energy, Cancer, this person who you know, they're going to appear very, very confident. They should appear bubbly, even though I don't think bubbly is exactly internally how they really are. But they put up a really good front. They put up an engaging front. They're someone who is genuinely or generally liked. But this person is always measuring out. How do they project to others? How are they received by others? This person cares about the outside appearance. This person who's watching you. This person who has been watching you for a while. This person who will approach you. And when they approach you, they're going to make it appear like, I don't know, like it's casual, like it's nothing. They're going to appear confident and capable. When that's a persona, a facade that they have spent a lot of time and effort into creating. Scorpio. Who is watching Scorpio? High Priestess and Empress. You have a secret admirer, Scorpio. You have a secret admirer, and yet, Scorpio, this person finds it hard to approach you for some reason. High Priestess with his 10 of Wands sandwiched between our soulmate energy of King of Pentacles and Queen of Pentacles. Something about approaching you, something about being honest, transparent is hard for them. And I also say in this energy, Scorpio, I'd say precisely in this energy, it's because it's unpredictable. Either they're not sure how you would receive them, Scorpio. They're not sure how a relationship would progress, what would be the components of it, what would they have to do? Definitely, what would they have to do? What would they have to reveal? What would they have to share? What would they have to invest? What would affect you? What would impress you? You're hard to read, Scorpio. Also in this energy, Scorpio, it's like you with your people skills, your natural persona. You give a level of interaction, of closeness, of friendliness, of something around their openness to everyone. You know, your public face, and they recognize that, Scorpio. And this person, Scorpio, who's watching you, they recognize that you treat them with the same warmness as you treat a good portion of other people. They don't sense any sort of special treatment, Scorpio, and that makes them, or at least overall, no special treatment. Well, let's see. Now, of course, death is Scorpio energy. Scorpio, I definitely have a love reading in your energy of who's watching you. Significant Cancerian energy. I have Pisces, I have Aquarius, I have Aries, and of course I have strong Scorpio. This person, Scorpio, I'm pretty sure you should feel magnetized to them as well with the Two of Cups, Ace of Cups, and that King and Queen of Pentacles, Four of Wands energy here. Scorpio, is there anyone who you've had your eye on, who caught your attention, who you just feel drawn to, Scorpio? But Scorpio, that person is also not really being open, being direct. because this is current energy. This is live energy. But I do have someone who I do feel it's a mutual attraction, quite intense, but both are holding their ground. Anyway, Scorpio, the person who's watching you, that person will also approach. Someone's going to break the stalemate, Scorpio. They're going to see how receptive you are to them, Scorpio. However, Scorpio, I'm going to say that they're still going to go and play it cool. They would like to go and see some green lights from you, Scorpio, with a little bit of, introduction, approaching, encroaching, actions. They want to see how do you react to them. They're going to cast some bait your way, Scorpio, and see how you react to it. Do you bite? Do you nibble? Or do you ignore? This person plays games, Scorpio, too. Not necessarily bad games, Scorpio, but this person wants to make sure that what they feel and what they hope for, is it one-sided? I already said the signs, I think. So we did all the water signs. Go on to fire. Aries. Who is watching Aries? Ace of Cups, Two of Cups. Yes, I did shuffle that. Justice. Significant Cancerian energy here. Aries, I also have Libra, Sagittarius. Person who's watching you feels really, really great about you, Aries. This person has been waiting, Aries, to approach you. Aries, this is not a new connection. Well, maybe I'll rephrase that. What this person is attempting to go and start with you, would like to start with you, Aries, that is something entirely new. But it feels like there is some sort of knowledge here. They already discovered you before, Aries, to a certain extent. They already made your acquaintance to some, the energy that's in here, bottom of the deck. They already made your acquaintance a while ago. They already know what type of person you are, Aries. They probably have some idea too, what do you do, or at least they imagine they know what you do. But they already made your acquaintance. There's already knowledge there. But they're willing to go, or ready now to go and take the opportunity of knowing you to a possibility of something more. Oops. 1 second, my drawing is going to fall down. So yeah, Aries, you do also, it looks like you have, well, if it isn't love, Aries, it definitely is going to be someone who's going to be very close to you. This person, Aries, is going to be definitely very close to you, definitely is a soul counterpart. And Aries, on the most generalist, if there's such a word, level, this person is going to be someone who will advocate for you, someone who's in your corner, someone who will believe in you. This person already believes in you. This person will act on your behalf and will act in a very positive way. Aries, you impressed someone a while ago, and you are going to see this person try and, at the very least, endear themselves to you. But I think in endearing themselves to you, Aries, they're going to try and use it as a launch pad for something entirely new to happen. Sagittarius. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Sagittarius, 8th house, Sagittarius, 12th house. Who is watching Sagittarius? Someone who's busy. This person isn't so much watching you, Sagittarius, as perhaps maybe thinking about you. Sagittarius, the person who's watching you, they haven't made any move towards you once, so ever. Do I have an Empress back here? I do. Sagittarius, did you meet someone a while ago who you really liked? Someone who things just clicked with, and then everything just, nothing happened at all. Well, Sagittarius, the person who's watching you, maybe Sagittarius, they went and they looked at you somewhat. But overall, the energy that I have, Sagittarius, is that somebody in your energy hasn't so much been watching you, but they have been thinking about you. Maybe against their better judgment, they've been thinking about you, and they have not moved one single step towards you, done one single action to try and develop, Sagittarius, this alignment. That's why I asked Sagittarius, who did you meet? Must have met somebody, Sagittarius. Who did you meet? Someone who maybe you've seen before, but you did not know. I do think you got a chance to speak to that person just to get a little closer, Sagittarius, and then nothing. Nothing happened because this person withdrew. You fold these cards back, and then we'll take a look at what that Emperor is. I have 2 of Wands, 4 of significant Aries energy, Sagittarius. Significant significant Aries energy, significant Scorpio energy. Somebody who would have liked to make a move towards you, Sagittarius, but they didn't feel like they could for some reason. Could have been a simple issue of ego. I don't know, Sagittarius, but we do have another 4 that popped up. We had a 4 of swords as I was pulling this one up. 4 is, well, basically, where I sit, I stay. Think of it, Sagittarius, if you want to give this sort of energy a visualization, think about it like a little kitty in a box. And that kitty is quite happy sitting in that box. Even if you offered that kitty kibbles, Sagittarius, there'd have to be some pretty good kibbles to get that cat to move from its comfort zone. And that's what I have here. Somebody who is clinging to stay where they feel the most comfortable, where they hold the most power. And that doesn't include making themselves vulnerable or opening themselves up to someone else's space. But this person, Sagittarius, definitely wishes that they could be a bit more adventurous. Did I say the energies? I think I did. Significant Scorpio, significant Scorpio. Then I have significant Aries and Cancer. Person who's watching you realizes they missed out. They wish they could be a little bit more forceful, but they were too busy holding their... How sad, Sagittarius. All this soulmate energy I'm getting here tonight for these readings. Of course, with your energy, I already had a king and an empress and an emperor here. Something unplanned, a meeting unplanned, an affinity with someone who was entirely unexpected, and yet the pull undeniable. Sagittarius, you have an odd sort of admirer in your energy. This person has soul ties with you, Sagittarius. This person has the possibility of being so much more, and yet they won't come out of their hidey hole, out of their place of power. They won't put themselves in a position of vulnerability. For some reason, they can't. They feel like they've lost too much, or they could lose too much. And they understand that by sitting, waiting, and watching Sagittarius is an opportunity they've allowed to slip through their hands. That's who's watching Sagittarius. And as I said, Sagittarius, not so much watching, but more like thinking, reflecting, feeling. Leo, Sun. Oh, you get the idea. All the 3 placements, Leo for the Leo collective, plus 12th and 8th house. Nine of Cups. Leo, if the person watching you isn't family, then this person is pretty close to your family. This person has a pretty good idea too of how you spend your time. You probably have a good idea about this person as well. This person knows you very well, Leo. This person's very close to you, Leo. This person knows too, not only about your household, where you're from, what you do, what you like. Probably know your friends. This person knows a lot about you, and likewise, Leo, you know a lot about them. Leo energies I have here: Virgo, Scorpio, Pisces. We'll go and see what else is here. But this is person who's watching you. Person is very close to you. Person is someone who you deal with regularly. Maybe you don't deal with them necessarily in real life right now, but I kind of feel that's superfluous because this person is so up in your business, so up in your life. If they're not directly, physically around you, Leo, then they are calling you or dealing with you through digital means. And also, too, if they're not directly dealing with you, Leo, then they are around your friends and your family regularly. This person is tightly in your energy. This person will remain tightly in your energy. The person who's watching you. If they're not family, close enough to be family, knows your family. They want something from you. Something you can give probably to Leo, something that they themselves, with a little bit of time, could go and obtain themselves. Maybe it's something that they've had before, Leo, but they'd like you to provide it to them. Maybe they need you to provide it to them, Leo. Five of Wands, of course, is Leo energy. Queen of Swords, Magician. Definitely want you to do something for them. That's who is watching you, Leo. Leo, I do have Taurus, Aries, Virgo, Pisces, Libra, Gemini, Sagittarius type energies. Wonder why that turned upside down. And Leo, the person who's watching you, this person, as I said, someone who is directly around you. Leo, this person wants you to do something for them. Possibly they could need you to do something for them. This person, Leo, would like you to add to their happiness, their stability. It's like they would like your help, Leo. Your help would definitely make it easier. Do they necessarily need your help? That Five of Wands, something with that Five of Wands says that they kind of do need your help. At the same point, you give a little bit of help to this person, Leo, and it'll go a long way. It's not like this person is just asking for help out of self-gratification or anything like that. This is someone who is a worthy investment. It's a good thing to help this person out if they need it, but that's who's watching you. They want you to do something for them, quite significant, that relates to their stability, that will aid to their stability. And Leo, let me also say, as I said, they'd like you to invest in them. It's a good investment. At some point, Leo, you'll get it back. Something to consider, Leo. Also, 2 9s may be very significant in your interaction with this person. Or it could be significant in your energy, significant in their energy. Either way, 9s are quite strong. Also think about as well in that energy, Leo, and also 2 is a sign of who this person is. This is someone who almost has it all together, but they just need just a little bit more to become solid. This person is almost there, but not quite. And they're going to ask you, Leo, to help them get to that next point. And I do think by helping that person, it'll be good for you. So very, very, very good investment. Person also isn't lazy, isn't stupid, has skills, can move around, has fluidity. Anyway, let's go on to the next sign. That energy is really intense. Leo, that person is just like almost there. Just need a little bit of investment. Anyway, next sign. Should we do Capricorn? Capricorn placements. Who's watching Capricorn? We'll find out. Someone who wants to join their star towards your or with yours, Capricorn. And they say, I like the direction this ship is heading. Can I go along with Capricorn? Will they aid to your shine, Capricorn? Do they just simply want to take advantage of the wealth and prosperity that's around you, Capricorn? Person is no slouch themselves, Capricorn. But in your energy of who's watching Capricorn, definitely Capricorn, somebody wants to align their luck with yours. You're not there at 100% nirvana, but you are not far from it. And this person definitely thinks they can. Capricorn's nirvana sounds pretty good, looks pretty good. Why not attach themselves to Capricorn's nirvana and get to happiness faster? Capricorn, you have an admirer on your way, but that admirer likes what you've built, likes the direction that you're going in. Make sure it's not a mooch, Capricorn, this person who's watching you. They can see where you're going, Capricorn, and it looks great. That's why they're watching you. This person wants to attach themselves to your success. The wariness here, Capricorn, that I would say is that this person, again, should have impressive qualities of their own right. But the identifying mark, Capricorn, is that you are going to be someone who's more industrious than they are. You also move around more than they do. Perhaps you take risk more than they do, and you also hold on to your ideas and your plans and your hopes, despite if they don't succeed right away, much more than this person would. This person's staying power or attention span or something around that level isn't anywhere near yours. Or you would focus on something, Capricorn, to 75%, this person would focus on it to maybe 15 to 25%. But the person who's watching you wants to go and join in your success. They can just see it's coming your way. Taurus, I actually think I'm getting a little tired after this, so probably Taurus. I'll take a break. And what does that leave? Virgo and the air signs? Do those later. So, Taurus, Sun, Moon, Taurus rising, and of course Taurus in the secretive houses. Person who's watching you, Taurus, is someone who's not used to being quiet. But they're quiet now. They're reflecting. They're also changing the way they normally would like to behave. Taurus, this person is naturally very loud, naturally would like to jump before looking just because. Person has a lot of energy. Person is very immediate. And yet they're not being immediate with you, Taurus. Something about you gives them pause. And they watch how they move. They're moving delicately. Energies I have here, Taurus. I have Aquarius. I have Aries. I have Pisces. I have Aquarius. I have Leo. Of course, Five of Pentacles is Taurus energy. Yeah, Taurus, I have a very loud mouth. Well, not loud mouth. I have a very loud, flamboyant, show off type of personality. Someone who is reining that all in and examining the situation about you, Taurus. King of Cups implies there is affection there. Queen of Wands implies this person knows they have to move in a certain way in order to present themselves in the best light. Taurus, this person doesn't want to offend you, doesn't want to rub you the wrong way. They don't want you to write them off. High Priestess, Six of Cups, all that water. But say I am doing a Taurus reading, right? Lots of water. All the water signs are present here. I do have some strong Aquarius energy. Person is waiting, Taurus, for the chance to initiate. It's amazing that they've held themselves back as much as they are. I do feel this person is someone who, well, they're a flamboyant type of character. They like to be loud and boisterous when they're feeling comfortable. And they're watching their steps around you, Taurus. Taurus, I don't think this person has seen you entirely at ease either. They've seen you restrained and controlled. And also, too, Taurus, you go and keep to your own space in this energy. They keep to their space. And they're wondering about how to go and bridge the gap. Taurus, there is a person who would like to initiate something big with you, but they don't know how yet. They're thinking about it, planning on it. Well, that is all the energy I have at this point. Until next time. Bye-bye.